Have you ever walked into a dealership for a simple oil change and walked out with a $700 bill for recommended maintenance? Yeah, you probably paid for stuff your car didn't even need. Today, I'm exposing the 5 dealership services that sound helpful but are actually a waste of money. Let's save you hundreds, maybe even thousands, starting right now. 1. The Fuel System Cleaning Special. Let's start with one of the dealership's favorites, the Fuel System Cleaning Service. They'll say something like, "Over time, carbon builds up in your injectors. This cleaning will improve your fuel economy." Sounds legit, right? But here's the truth. Modern cars already do this themselves. Today's fuel injectors, fuel filters, and detergents in gasoline are designed to keep the system clean. Unless your car is misfiring, stalling, or has terrible gas mileage, you don't need this. And when you do have those problems, a proper diagnosis is better than a $200 cleaning, because that cleaning is usually just a bottle of additive poured into your tank. You could do that yourself for $12 at the gas station. So next time they offer a fuel injection cleaning, just smile and say, "No thanks, my fuel has detergents built in." 2. Transmission flush. Next up, the famous transmission flush. Dealerships love to upsell this one. They'll warn you, if you don't flush your transmission, it could fail. That's meant to scare you. But here's the truth. Most vehicles don't need a full flush. What they actually need is a fluid change, and only when it's due, according to your owner's manual. A flush uses high pressure to force fluid through the system, and that pressure can push old debris into sensitive valves and seals, which can cause the very damage you're trying to avoid. Check your manual. If it says, "Change fluid every 60,000 miles, then just do that. No fancy flush required. A drain and fill is cheaper, safer, and recommended by the manufacturer. So don't fall for the preventative flush. Stick to the schedule, not the sales pitch. 3. Engine flush, or oil system cleaning. Here's another one that sounds scientific. Engine flushes. They'll say, "Let's clean all that sludge out of your engine so it runs smoother." But guess what? If your oil changes are up to date, there's no sludge in there to begin with. Engine flush chemicals are harsh. They can loosen chunks of buildup that clog vital oil passages, and that can starve your engine of lubrication. In other words, you can do more harm than good. The only time an engine flush might help is when you've neglected oil changes for tens of thousands of miles, and at that point, you probably have bigger problems anyway. Just use quality oil and replace it on time. That is your engine flush. 4. Coolant flush every visit. Now, let's talk about the coolant flush, a sneaky one. Dealerships might recommend a coolant flush every 15,000 or 20,000 miles. They'll tell you it keeps your cooling system healthy and prevents corrosion. But modern coolant is long life. It lasts anywhere from 5 years to 10 years or 100,000 miles on most newer vehicles. Flushing it too often is just unnecessary. You're paying for something the car doesn't need yet. When your coolant level is fine and your temperature gauge is normal, you're good. When the time does come to replace it, follow your manual schedule, not the dealership's recommendation. Remember, dealerships make money from service bays, not just selling cars. So they'll find ways to get that bay busy, even if your car doesn't need the work. Last but not least, the cabin air filter replacement. This one always cracks me up. They'll walk in holding a dirty-looking filter saying, "See all this dust? You need to replace it immediately." But here's the secret. Those filters always look dirty. And even when they do need changing, you can buy one online for $10 and swap it in yourself in 2 minutes. They're usually behind your glove box, no tools required. Yet dealerships charge $70 to $100 for that service. So next time they try to upsell that filter, just say, "I'll handle it myself, thanks." You'll save enough for lunch and maybe a tank of gas. Quick recap. Let's run through those again. Fuel system cleaning, not needed unless your car is showing real issues. Transmission flush? Skip the flush, do regular fluid changes instead. Engine flush? Risky and pointless if you change oil on time. Coolant flush every visit? Unnecessary unless you've hit the manufacturer's mileage. And cabin air filter replacements? DIY in minutes. Don't pay dealership prices. These are all upsells designed to pad profits, not protect your car. So here's the takeaway. The best maintenance guide is already in your glove box, your owner's manual. That's the only schedule that matters. Everything else is a sales tactic. If a service advisor ever says, "This isn't in the manual, but we recommend it," that's your cue to politely decline. You're not being cheap, you're being smart. Because real maintenance keeps your car healthy. Fake maintenance just keeps their wallet full. So next time you're at the dealership, remember these 5 red flags and ask yourself, is this required by my manufacturer or just recommended by my salesperson? Chances are, you already know the answer. If this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe for more car care truth bombs, and drop a comment below if you've ever been upsold something you didn't need. Until next time, keep your car clean, your wallet full, and your mechanic honest.